So you asked for it. We're going to deliver film recommendations on today's new episode with a new game that I'm calling Last Film Standing. It's a fight to the finish.
Communicate.
I'm Mike.
And I'm Lance.
And you're watching
Right place, right time.
Yeah, dude, I'm pumped that we're back in the studio together.
Yeah, been busy, been on the road, man.
You've
It's
been
nice
on
to
the
be
road.
back.
You've been touring.
Yeah. What did we do? Toronto, Jersey, Chicago, and just Denver. I just got back yesterday.
Wow, so
And then tomorrow I go to Dallas.
all cold climate.
Yeah. It's brutal. It's brutal. You pack clothes, right? And you only get your check bags, so you try to pack too much stuff, but you wind up wearing all of it the whole time. I am constantly in like sweatpants, pair of pants, and I go, they're the bigger pants. I'll bring those too and put them on top. I just feel like the kid at Ralphie in, or not Ralphie, what's the kid in Christmas Story? Like, I can't get out.
Oh, yeah, the brother.
I can't get out. That's how I feel. If I fall down in any one of these cities, that's it.
You got to get the long johns. You got to get the long
I've got the
underpants.
shirt. I need to get the pants, but they're hard to find. You used to be able to just go into like Target, Walmart, something, boom, long john's done. Now you gotta go Amazon, try to find it.
We're on the edge of the internet, my man.
Yeah.
I don't want to sound like that prick that's like in a warm place going, man, I miss the cold, but it's kind of true.
It is nice. I will say, like the cold cities we've been to so far, before Denver, there was no snow. It's just fucking cold.
Bitter, yeah.
But Denver, we actually got a bunch of snow, and it was gradual. Like first day was cold, and there was some frost on the ground. Second day, oh look, it snowed a little dusting overnight. And the third day, I went to the job site, and then I walked back to the hotel. It's like a 10, 15-minute walk. Nothing crazy. And I feel like the cold wakes you up. Walked outside, and you could see all the doors of the hotel, all the windows, and it was just white. And I went, oh, fuck. So I put the gloves on and everything. I'm like taking my time. Like, let me find what I want to listen to because I don't want to pull this phone out again.
Well, I mean, while we're recording this is during that week of that bitter Arctic sort of thing that swept across the entire country.
Yeah.
I think the only places not cold are here in Florida.
Yeah.
Everything else is getting snow. What's driving me nuts is my algorithm is now giving me people that are shoveling.
Weird.
It's this whole new thing where it's like, let me show you how to shovel. And like shoveling instruction videos and shoveling tricks and people outside setting up a camera and like shoveling. And it's driving me fucking crazy.
Two things about that, right? One, that means that there's some of y'all out there that are like, ooh, yeah, shovel videos, nice. Which is weird. But the second one, you said shoveling tricks. I immediately thought, like what? What do they got? Do they know some stuff?
Yeah, I mean, these are some tricks that have been around for a while. Like if you hit your snow shovel with WD-40, then none of the snow sticks to it, which is a thing. I mean, look at us. We're doing a shovel fucking video right now. Like they're
Run it up, guys. Run it up. The algorithm.
But there are a bunch of different tricks and techniques that people are like getting excited about. And look, I'm game. If you're out there and you're shoveling your driveway, then fuck yeah, man. You should be doing stuff like that. I think it's like, I miss doing it as a kid. Those were like amazing learning lessons and moments for me to sort of go internal and sort of process what's going on in my life.
Yeah.
Everything's super fucking quiet. That stuff is really nice. And if you're an entrepreneur, you can make up some cash. You find the old people on the street with bad backs and be like, $50, I'll shovel out your driveway.
Yeah.
All that's really cool. I think what kind of rubs me with the shit on social media is that they're not doing it for that reason. They're out there setting up the fucking camera.
I feel like you already start losing the whole peaceful, meditative quality of it. Because I'm with you. As soon as you say like, "Oh, it's quiet," and you get internal, that's what that feels like, man. And it's, look, if you've got like a Forrest Gump driveway, that fucking sucks. But if you're just talking like, 2 cars, like that little couple hours of that shovel and take a little break, and you get a little sweat. You know what I mean? It feels good.
It was nice. It was a cool thing to do.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure the algorithm's like, look at these 2 old guys talking about shoveling driveways, but. I mean, if everybody's making videos about shoveling driveways, let's actually talk about what was really cool about it, which was that. There was nothing better than walking out of the house after like 6 inches dump on you. Yeah. And it's just dead silence.
Oh, it's the best. You ever go for a walk like usually it's about when the snow's almost done falling. Mm-hmm. You go for that long walk. If you're bundled up and you're just get a nice pace, you really don't get cold. Yeah. And it's just quiet. No one's around. I think the first time I realized that was, I think, middle school. We had a snow day, and it was one of the times in Delaware we got like a really bad one. Like in Delaware, we don't get a whole lot of snow. Yeah. We get snow yearly, but this was like a 3 to 5 foot drifts of snow falls. Wow, that's we walked outside, and my dad was like, "Go shovel the driveway." I'm walking on top of it, like, "Look, look, look." But yeah, like having that moment of going to walk around and no one's outside. Yeah. You're up and you're ready because it's a school day, so you're already mentally ready to engage. And now you go outside and there's no one. All the kids are inside. Yeah. No one else is out there. No one's on the road. It's just quiet. And all you hear is that crunch, crunch. Yeah,
it's the best, man. And as you get older, like my brother is a contractor back in the Cape, and you get a lot of snow back in Boston and Massachusetts, for those of you watching, and so he snowplows. And so there's a whole culture of snowplows. Yeah. Back when we used to live in Watertown, down the street from us was this Chinese, like this, it looked like a bunker, no window, Chinese food restaurant called, what was it called? China Rainbow.
Wild.
It was wild. And you go in there and there was, I forget the woman's name that owned it, but like she was balding. I think she recovered from cancer, but she was balding, so her head looked like one of those electric balls that you put your hand around, so like all the hair is like all over the place.
I shouldn't laugh. You tee it off with she survived cancer. Her head looks like a fiber optic light switch.
Yeah, but she was super cool. She had a great sense of humor. But that place was dead until it was snow season, and you would walk out there because you'd walk down to like the convenience store to get some food. And I'd walk by and there were all these pickup trucks, and you go in there,
loaded,
all these salty old.
Yeah, the drivers.
It's like the neighbor that scared the kid in Home Alone. It was like all those guys.
Dude, so in Denver, there was a guy at the hotel who shoveled, and I'm sitting out front having a cigarette, and I'm just like, man, this is so pretty. And I look over, and this guy comes around the corner in this huge black duster. The whole bottom is crusty and white from salt.
So cool.
He's got the shovel, just dragging it.
So cool.
And he's got the cowboy hat on, real low, and just like a braid hanging here in this beard. I'm not gonna lie. For the first second, I went, hey, where's he going? He came around and said, "How you doing?" I was like, "Oh," and I saw the name tag. Woo, Holiday Inn. All right, I'm good. And smile or something. That shit was a little creepy for a second.
He's going into murder.
The first thing I thought was the neighbor in Home Alone.
Yeah, dude. So cool. So cool. Yeah. So for those of you that have been stuck at home and shivering, and it's been pretty rough for you the past week and change, get over it. It'll get warm soon. It'll be warm soon.
we should have opened the couch up and just have the fire going and go, look at this, watch this. Here you go.
I'll just open the window.
Log.
We're kicking it like a cool 68 degrees today.
Yeah, it felt nice out. It felt really nice. Oh, one other thing I will say about the snow in Denver, they've got some of the prettiest snow. Once it laid and then the sun came out a little bit, it was so wild how much it sparkled.
Oh yeah.
Like, I don't think I've ever seen snow sparkle that way. I was like, somebody just out here throwing glitter down instead of salt. I mean, it was gorgeous.
Yeah, it's so
like
pretty.
Walking on a disco ball.
I love it, man. It's like one of the few sort of natural disasters that is temporary.
Yeah.
So just like everything shuts down, it shits all over everything. Mm-hmm. And then, people can't get the snow out of there. Your cars are buried. Yeah. You can't go to work, can't go to school. Can't go to school. That was always the best. Snow days were the best. Yeah. And then it just melts and it's gone. So give it a couple weeks.
And we're back in action.
Yeah. Everything starts back up again. It's one of the cooler natural disasters that you can go through. All right. So how's life? Have you had any right place, right time stuff since I've seen you?
I'm trying to think how to angle this one. Yes, I had auditioned for a role in a feature.
Oh.
We talked about this yesterday.
Yeah.
So I auditioned for a role in this feature. This was probably a year ago, a little over a year ago.
Mm-hmm.
Finally came around, find out, did not get it. And I was like, well, fuck, okay.
Well, what's
All
that?
right.
What's that like? You feel like a loser. You feel rejected.
Yeah, well, it also depends on, how much you get to know about the circumstances about why you don't get it.
Sure.
I think it's always better to just not know anything. Just, you didn't get it. It wasn't this one this time. It's a lot more peace of mind because then you can just be mad at whatever blanketly for a day and then move on.
Yeah.
So I didn't get this one. And I thought, well, dude, that sucks. Okay. I mean, this would have been like a really good look. It would have been like a feature. This might have moved the needle a little bit and helped set other things up. So it was a bummer. So I took the day, I was mad about it. And then the next day I was like, well, let me reach out to the director because I know there's other stuff there. There's got to be something. Mm-hmm. So I reached out to him. And I was worried about it at first because you're like, as an actor, you're like, nobody wants to hear that shit. No one wants you to get all the actors calling, oh, God.
Right.
They're going to beg for something or they're going to complain. And I just like, dude, look, I totally understand. Right. I want you to make your movie. I get it. And, I don't want to get in the way of that at all. This is the next day when I feel better about it. And first day I was like, what the so then I told him, I said, listen, but I know you got other stuff there and I'm interested in some other things. Uh-huh. So we talked about one role in particular and he was like, I think that'd be great actually. So okay, great. So
interesting. So you went to him and said, look, I know that there are other roles in the script.
Yeah, and there's another one that in particular, there were like two other ones, but there was one in particular that I was interested in initially more. Mm-hmm. So when this came back around, I thought, okay, well, if that one's still available, let's just see. And hopefully he'll respond positively to this. And if nothing else, we'll at least have a conversation where I can let him know, hey, there's no hard feelings about me not coming on for this thing. It's all good.
Nice.
But he responded really well to it and was like, I'm actually really grateful that you're even interested in something else. Cause like, I do want to work with you. I'm like, oh, I'm glad I made this call then.
Yeah.
So I did the audition, sent that in. It came down to like me and one other guy. And then the night before I left for, out of town, I found out they wanted me to do like basically a callback, but I have to like get up in a few hours and pack and all this other shit. So I'm like, I don't know if I have time to do this. I'm gonna have to like cram and figure this out because there's like 4 pages you have to memorize now.
That's a lot, man. I couldn't memorize.
It's a lot.
I couldn't memorize 4 pages.
Well, so he goes, just do a voice note. This scene is a phone call. Do a voice note, and because I really just need to hear it.
What's a voice note?
Or a voice memo. Like, so you record in the phone.
Okay.
So, which was great because I was like, I can just kind of read it and do the thing.
Got it.
So my girlfriend read opposite me and I just recorded it. She gives great notes. So she helped me really like kind of fine tune it. Because the first ones, anytime I do an audition, I'm usually like, I'm just going to throw it away. Just do my thing. All good. She goes, yeah, so I don't feel any character there at all. There's nothing. That was bad.
Brutal.
Like, fuck. All right. Thanks. Now I'm all good and offended. Let's do it. Oh, yeah. Watch this. So we get it done. I send it in that night, and then a few days later in Denver, I got the call that I got the job. So
congrats, man. That's great.
Thank you. I would say right place, right time, because we always talk about like putting yourself out there, going for something, even though you have all the reasons not to. Everything that all the discomfort, all the anxiety tells you, don't do that. Don't call. Don't bother nobody. Just it's all good. Accept it. Just move on. This is how it goes. And this time around, I just thought, I've always done that, and I have the space here at least to extend and try to start a conversation. And it worked out.
Well, it's great, man. I mean, I think as a director, I'm doing this now with this new movie. I often read through it and I go, when I do my prep, I go, this is the kind of person I think that this character is going to be.
Yep.
That's generally what happens. And I have to paint the picture of that character in my mind and sort of play it out. And most of the time I'm like, this isn't me. I got to make sure I'm not seeing myself in this role. I have to see who this character is. So I will create these personalities in my imagination and then, start to storyboard or start to put everything together. And then we go into the casting situation. And the first notion is, all right, I have to find people that look like the characters that I put in my head. That's the first inexperienced notion. And so you're on the hunt for that. And if you're good, or if you're surrounded by good people, you'll have someone go, but why don't you think about this person, or this person's available, take a moment and do it. A great example of this in Hollywood is James Cameron and Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh yeah, just listen to him talk about that.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
fact that he didn't want Arnold to begin with. He didn't even think about Arnold to begin with. He was thinking about Lance Hendrickson to be the Terminator initially.
Oh, that would have been sick. Yeah, because
Right.
he said, what's the point of the Terminator being this huge muscular guy? I was like, well, everyone will notice him. That doesn't make sense. That's not what you send from the future.
Exactly. So he ended up meeting with Arnold. He did it to sort of placate the producers, and Arnold was big off of Pumping Iron at that point.
Yeah.
And I think he had just done the first Conan.
Yeah, and he wanted Kyle Reese.
Yeah, and so he was reading for Kyle Reese, which ended up being Michael Bihn's character.
Yeah.
And James Cameron sat across the table with him, had a conversation with him, and he was like, nah. And then went back and talked to the producer, and he goes, look, he's not our Kyle Reese, but I think he's our Terminator.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently Arnold said, when he went back to his agent, I don't want to do the Kyle Reese thing, I want to do the Terminator thing.
Yeah.
And then James Cameron went home and because he's an amazing illustrator, illustrated Arnold as the Terminator.
Sick.
And sent it to Arnold, and he was like, that's me. Like,
Yeah. I mean, what a smart way to get the actor, right?
Yeah, dude.
If you create a badass character and you send me a sketch and I go, that's me in the leather jacket? Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, let's do that.
So it makes sense. I mean, you always have to try to make sure that you're open to other possibilities that aren't just in your mind.
Yeah.
And it's smart of you to put yourself in that situation for that person to think of you differently.
Yeah, man. And I
smart.
thought, because we're so close and I watch your process of trying to make a movie, and then here's another guy who's from back home trying to do the same thing. And I thought, man, there's no hard feelings here. And look, and just so you know, like, dude, whatever else you got in there,
Sure.
let's play, let's have fun. Because that's the point of this, is to get to go do it with cool people that you want to hang out with, make something great, and then just, move on to the next thing.
Yeah. So I think it's great, man. Like, at the end of the day, we're all just trying to figure out how to get something started. And I think things change all the time. You and I talk about this all the time. Like, I would love to cast you as a lead in my pieces, but at my stage, at my point in my career, I need to get a lead that has more experience in what they call perceived value.
Yeah. A name.
And that perceived value changes dependent upon what your distributor is going to be. So, like, if you're going independent film, then perceived value is whether or not people in other countries know who that actor is, and whether or not that actor being on a movie poster will draw people from Germany to go see the movie, or people from China to go see the movie.
Yeah.
But it's different if you're on streaming services. Perceived value is completely different on Netflix.
Oh, that's true.
Completely different on Netflix. And so the list of that are like these weird TV star, child actor, TV star.
It can get way more obscure there.
It's very strange. It's very strange. So, and then as a director, you're just like, also, I need it to be a fucking talented person. I need it to be somebody that I connect and bond with. And so it's this real difficult thing. And it isn't until, I build a relationship, or not a relationship, I build a reputation myself. And that myself becomes the draw, and then I can actually go, I want to cast whoever the fuck I want.
Right, yeah, like, the James Cameron's not having trouble, convincing anyone.
But it's no surprise that, Martin Scorsese, who's Martin Scorsese, is always casting Leo DiCaprio. I mean, they get along really well together, but Leo greenlights every one of his fucking movies.
Well, that also goes back to what we were talking about making that phone call to the director. Was I had a moment where I thought, okay, well, on one hand, maybe this is bothersome, but I have a feeling it won't be, and I'm going to roll the dice here, because if it goes well, this helps further establish a relationship with this director. You know what I mean? Which is always good, because not strictly about like, so I get the next thing, but so if a next thing pops up, we already have more of a bond. And so it'll be that much easier to work together and come up with things and to get excited about something. 'Cause that's one of my favorite things. And it was this way with this conversation was, here's what I'm thinking about this character. What do you think? Oh, yeah, I love that. And here's this in this one movie, and then, that one scene, and having those kind of exciting back and forth moments. And you go, cool, we are aligned creatively on the vision of what this character is. And then as an actor, you feel like, wow, I have so much freedom to try things because this person trusts my vision, they get my vision, they like my vision, we share it. And it must, I imagine, and tell me how this is for you as a director, if you have an actor that you click with in that way, what does that do for your sense of confidence in directing or leading that thing?
I think more than anything, it's just you want to have somebody who is a great collaborator because most of the stuff that you're coming up with is all in theory. So you just don't fucking know.
That's a good point.
And so, like, I mean, I think based upon the research in the script that this will be a good scene, but I don't know. And I won't know until you start to say stuff, until you start to move through that sequence. And so for me, I need someone that I can not be afraid to give notes to, because I think that there are a lot of directors that are afraid to talk to talent. And if you have like a bigger talent, like it's hard for me. I like to say if I worked with Brad Pitt, I would treat him the same way I treat you, but it's still fucking Brad Pitt.
Yes. And can I give the note?
Yeah. And he's going to walk on set and he's got publicists. He's got all these fucking people around him. He's got his agents around him. And so like, if you don't bond with them quickly, then you're in trouble. And I've worked with, I'm not going to say any names, but I've worked with big name talent that we didn't have that bond.
Yeah.
And it was harder for me.
Yeah.
Like I had to go in there and like, let's talk. Can we talk about what we're going to do for the script? And then there's like this weird sort of posturing that happens where it's like, I've got some notes, I've got some ideas. And it's like, cool, you can show me your ideas.
Yeah.
And it isn't until with me and this actor, it wasn't until the first shot on set. It wasn't until we rolled and then he looked at the shot and went, oh, right.
Yes, you were in good hands.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
And I have a vision here.
But it's tough, man. So like ahead of time, it's a dream to forge. That's why you and I will work together. It's a dream to forge relationships like this because the discovery and the safety net around discovery. And every time you hear an interview about this, it's always actor focused, where it's like the director made me feel safe and all this stuff.
Yeah.
But from a director standpoint, it's like the actors make me feel fucking safe. Like,
Well, that's what made me want to ask you because I just did a short film. You should put the picture with the belly on here.
yeah, insert.
In the short film, my character is pregnant, so they have this really amazing prosthetic, and I sent Mike a low angle picture.
I was like, what a weird dick pic you're sending me, buddy.
It was so wild sitting in the the little SFX room, and I was like, how do I get this in here? And I had it here, and I went, I mean, that looks really real because you can see it against my skin in the comparison. I took it and I went, oh, that looks kind of bad. No, I probably shouldn't. Probably shouldn't.
Lance is like, I got a real hard belly right now. It's like great.
So the director, when we wrapped everything, he was talking with me and he said, it was really great watching you continue to discover and find things. But it was also great to watch you get comfortable coming to me with like notes and ideas and thoughts. And I had realized that the first day I just never did that because I just came in and was like, okay, I know what the stuff that I want to do and these ideas I have, and I'm just gonna and just like take it as it goes. And if he has something for me, he'll let me know. And he had notes here or there, but the first day we just like we didn't really talk too much about it.
Oh, interesting.
And then the second day, I think as it became more comfortable, and into the third and the fourth day, it was like the constant, just like, what about this? What do you think about that? Let me try that. To the point that we had done a take where we did a few takes of this thing. I really liked like the third one. He had me try something for the fourth one. And before the fourth one, I was sitting there and I'm like, that last one, I was finding something and I want to further on that.
Yeah.
So before they called action, I said, "Hey, do you mind if after this one can we go again? I want to maybe try something, or can we just talk to see if that's cool?" He was like, "Yeah, by all means, do that, and then come back. We'll talk." I said, "Great, thank you." And I went and did what he was looking for, his note.
Yeah.
And then by the time I came back around, he had already let the DP and the first AD know. The first AD met me in the doorway and said, "You want to do another one?" I said, "Yeah, please, that'd be great." And I saw him. He just said. And I did it. And instead of trying to further what I had thought in the previous take, I liked what I did with his note. And I said, okay, honestly, I could move on. But now I'm thinking, what if I combine those two?
Nice.
Now let's see what we find.
Nice.
And it was great. And it just off of whatever take they use, the experience of, I like what you're saying. I like how what I'm trying feels. Let's marry those things and see what we discover there and where that takes us. But it comes from that comfort and finding that thing. So I thought about that of like, as a director, like, man, what is that? If we are going through the process of, oh, can I say my idea? Or what if it's stupid and they say no, then I feel embarrassed. Or now I start to doubt my decisions. As a director, what is that experience like, you know?
I don't know. It's weird because I only have a certain amount of experience. I've been doing this for a while, but time in and time in, like I really am excited about doing a feature because it's going to be a long run of this.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think when you don't have that communication, you can see it. Mm-hmm. When you watch a movie and you go, why does this movie feel so formulaic and stiff? Mm. It's like, they probably had bad communication on set.
Yeah.
Because if you just follow a plan, and you're not open to new ideas, then it's just a formula. People walk in. What am I supposed to do in this scene? I'm supposed to sit down on the couch. Okay, got it.
Well, can you tell that? Can you tell when you watch a movie? When you sit down and watch a movie, you go, "This director's not good." How can you tell that? Is it in the acting and like seeing the lack of communication there? Like, I can't tell when I look.
I think when I when I see a movie that I could tell from the trailer. Mm. So if I see a movie that I think the director's not good, it really comes down to tone. Mm. It really comes down to tone, right? Because everybody, like right now, when I'm speaking to you, I have a very specific tone.
Yeah.
Right? I'm a little snarky, I like to be a troublemaker. That kind of slides in there. Yeah. And then, how I'm sitting and what my confidence level is, all that stuff is part of my tone building, not to mention the fact that I spent time setting up these lights. Mm-hmm. So this feels like an atmosphere. This feels like a space, right?
Right.
When I watch directors that don't really have that skill, it just feels flat. Mm. There's no other way to put it. It feels flat. Like the sound effects feel flat. The music feels flat. Yeah. And I could just feel it right off the bat. Now, if there's an actor that's a pain in the ass and the actor's not good, but the rest of the movie's great and the tone's really great, you go, man, that actor just couldn't find it. Because it's a great fucking movie. Like, you watch a Tony Scott movie.
Oh, dude.
You're in a Tony Scott world. Oof. You watch like Steven Spielberg, you're in a Steven Spielberg world. And so like it sticks out like a sore thumb if there's an actor that's really not pulling their shit together, because they walk into a Steven Spielberg world and for a hot second you go, ew, who's this guy? Like it just sticks out like a sore thumb.
Yeah.
I think it's completely opposite. You may have a great actor that's doing something amazing. If you had Daniel Day-Lewis in a student film, and he's sort of sitting there, he's Daniel Day-Lewis. He's going to give you amazing stuff.
Right.
But it's going to feel wasted, and it's going to feel out of place because the tone is so shit.
Have you seen his new movie?
No, his son did them.
Yeah, I haven't seen that yet, but I want to watch it.
Yeah, I wasn't making reference to that movie.
No.
I haven't seen it
that
yet.
Fucking student film.
I haven't seen it yet. But no, I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah.
It's weird, man. It's a fascinating thing when you watch this stuff on screen. And when I see a director that's got tone and a voice, then I'm excited.
Yeah.
I don't care who it is. I don't care what the movie is. I don't care what the fucking plot line is. I mean, I could sit through a movie with shit plot if it's got great tone. Mm-hmm. And you just sort of go for a ride in this weird space. I love that.
Who did Jurassic Park 2?
Spielberg.
Okay. This is why I wanted to ask this, because the other night in Denver, I was watching it, and there's a scene when they go sifting around in the dinosaur shit for the phone. Yeah. And when they first get off the boat, everyone splashes over. And I forget the lead actor's name. Really interesting guy. He's the dad in Jurassic Park 1, and he's in the second one as well.
Is he in the second? Oh, you mean... No, Jeff Goldblum is in number 2.
Oh, is it the third one then? That's got William Macy as well?
Yeah, it's and Spielberg didn't do the third one.
Okay, cool. So then this even furthers the question even more then. Okay. So the guy gets out, he wanders over, everyone arrives at the dinosaur poop, and they're kind of doing this like, we can hear the phone, but which mound is it coming from, right? And so you think you're kind of like, this scene is like, it's mostly about what you're listening for and just kind of focus on what you're hearing and where that sound's coming from. Mm-hmm. This guy goes... It's like, it's not a table you're looking under. It's a pile of dinosaur shit. There's like 6 of them. What do you look? What is like? It's not sticking out. And I just saw right then, because I didn't know at the time if that was Spielberg or not. I thought, no,
it's not Spielberg.
This doesn't feel right.
Yeah, it's not.
And I wondered in that moment, like, is this a director thing? Because this guy's a good actor, but here's this moment. What is that? Is it because there's a bunch of people here, and so is it hard to kind of keep track of what everyone's doing? You're running out of time that day, or is someone getting irritable? Is the actor just like, oh, dude, we've done this so many times. Just, I found it. Let's go. And I just started to wonder, like, how can you tell? And I love talking to directors about this. How can you tell when it's something other than the actor. Because as me, I look at the actor and I go, oh, the choice they're making is weird, and I can pontificate why that choice might be the choice. But I can't tell when it's a final product sometimes. Is this just the actor, or is this like a directing thing?
I don't know, man. Like it just depends, right? There's a whole lot involved. I know that as a director, editor, I build a lot of performances in the edit. And if you're working with a great actor, they're giving you like real juicy shit.
Yeah.
That you can, and really great options. So suddenly in the cut, you're like, wow, this actually goes to a whole other place. This is really cool. But for a director to make the choice to have to put in that clip, because you're watching it fucking like 1,000 times.
Yeah.
For him to make that choice, it's like either that's all that he was getting from that actor, and so he had to choose that take.
Yeah.
Or he just doesn't know what the fuck he's doing, and he chose like a real. But if you're at that level where you're doing Jurassic Park, whoever they have in there to direct has to be really competent, right? They're not going to give that kind of money to someone that's not.
Plus, you have the pressure too, right? You're like you're on the back of
producers.
It's not like James Cameron coming in and doing Aliens. And you go, okay, well, you know, if this is so popular and so huge, if I shit the bed, you go, well, it's because it's hard to follow. If it does well, it's because Ridley Scott Alien was so good. Like you're kind of in a safe spot there.
Sure.
We're doing 2 Jurassic Parks and you come in for the third one. It's like, oof. Yeah. Now we know it works twice.
And it's the first one that doesn't have Spielberg.
Yeah.
So it's tough.
That's a lot of pressure.
It's tough. Well, moving on, I want to talk about genuine human experiences. That's our big theme on this whole show. And I got to go last week or the week before last week, whenever the show drops, I got to go to see Blade Runner with an orchestra.
That's one of my favorite things in LA that they do that.
So
how was that?
Cool.
And do they do synth live?
Yes. So they had 3 people on keyboards.
Okay.
So 3 different synthy keyboards.
Sick.
They had saxophone. They had a whole 2 percussion, two-man percussion sequence with a gong and like huge, like almost like church organ. I forget what they call them when the big pipes and they hit the pipes.
Yeah.
Beautiful singer to do all of like that really sort of off the cuff female vocalization that's in that movie. And what was wild about it, because I've fucking seen Blade Runner probably 1,000 times, and listen to the score just as much, fall asleep to the score, so I know every cue, I know every hit, and it was fascinating to hear them play it live in improv and sort of slip up sometimes. And so it felt really fluid.
When you say improv, do you mean in the way that they're trying to string things together, or they're adding a little flavor to it?
Adding a little flavor, like if you're playing the keys, and you're like, those 2 keystrokes, this nerd, those 2 keystrokes aren't in the original
that's
score.
not in Rachel's song.
Yeah, oh, dude.
How was Rachel's song?
Fucking
I know you love that one.
Yeah. And the love song and the saxophone.
The love song is really good.
He comes and
That's really
stands
good
up.
one.
Dude, it was great. And it was so much fun to watch Blade Runner on the big screen, right? First and foremost. But then have difficulty going, am I going to watch a movie or am I going to watch a performance? I'm going to watch a performance. And then watch the performance of someone playing, which is rad. And then there was this interesting byproduct. They had the subtitles on. Oh. Right? So they put the subtitles on as well. And I hadn't watched that movie with subtitles, which basically gives you the script.
Yeah.
And there's a bunch of sequences in Blade Runner where people sort of like mumble through things. And in my head, I just sort of, like if you listen to a song, you don't really know the lyrics.
Yeah. You
know?
Kind of fill in the blank.
For me, it was like Eat Turkey for Lunch from Van Halen instead of Ain't Talking About Love.
Eat turkey for lunch.
Yeah. Eat turkey for lunch. You know, as a kid, I was like, wow, they really like turkey sandwiches. So yeah.
I'm doing that in karaoke.
Eat turkey. So yeah, same thing with Blade Runner. There's a bunch of moments where you sort of mumble through it until you create your own stuff. Now there's a real awkward sequence in Blade Runner, in the love sequence, like after, spoilers, after Harrison Ford gets rescued by, what's her name? The lead in it. She's Sean Young. She ends up shooting Batty in the back of the head, saves him. They go back to the apartment. Harrison Ford just had his ass handed to him, so he's in the sink, checking his teeth, bleeding into the sink. Fucking great sequence.
Yeah.
And so she's in there, and it's sort of like this romance bit where she's looking at him and she's sort of enthralled with him. And he, of course, is enthralled with her. And then she goes to leave. She's freaked out by it. So she goes to leave, and Harrison Ford does the whole pushes the door shut. And it's this weird romance sequence that feels, when you watch it without the subtitles on, you're like, what's he doing here?
Yeah.
Like, he's being pretty aggressive with it.
Yeah.
You know, and you're like, all right, well, this is a film noir movie. A lot of the film noir movies from the, the 50s are like,
got that.
come here, baby, and grab him and do the whole bit. And you're like, all right, maybe that's a bit of this, right? And so I'm watching it, and I'm watching it with Gina, who's there. And I was watching it with Will, and Jessa was there too, and the two ladies were there. And when you're sitting around other people in the theater, you start to feel their emotions. So you start to see things differently. That's what's exciting about going and watching things in the theater. And I'm sitting there going like, is this scene cringy? And I love that scene, and I love that movie. And there's a piece of me inside that goes, I don't want this to be cringy. And I started to get annoyed because I was like, oh, now I'm seeing this through other eyes, and I don't want this to feel super cringy. And as I'm watching it, I'm watching the subtitling, and there's this bit where Harrison Ford is like, do you want me? Kiss me. And he does this whole bit. And her character had just mumbled something. She just goes, right? I've never really known what it was. But on screen, it says, I can't trust what I'm feeling. She goes to say feeling. Oh. And I go, whoa.
Oh, that's interesting.
So now this whole scene is the fact that she can't tell whether or not her memories are her memories or Tyrell's niece's memories, which has just been proven.
Yeah.
She was told the day before that she's a replicant. She had no idea that she was a replicant. And now she's in this sequence where she's feeling attracted to Harrison Ford, but she can't tell whether or not those feelings are valid or not.
Right.
Because she's a replicant.
Right. It's this program, especially if you just found that out. That's a very Truman Show. You go, how much of this is mine?
Yeah. And so Harrison Ford, in his tough way, is going, you should feel this.
Yeah.
Feel this. Kiss me. Tell me that you
Come
want
here,
me.
baby. What'd you do?
Come here, baby. But yeah. I mean, so I watched that, and there was this sense of relief when I went, oh, it isn't as cringy as everybody's making it out to be right now. But then it was also, there was this layer of texture that came with it. And then the fucking saxophone player in real life stands up and and I was like, man, it was such a cool fucking moment.
That's rad, dude. I've only been to one other or one thing like that here. We saw the Deathly Hallows Part 2, the last Harry Potter movie at the Bowl.
Oh, yeah.
Like a year or 2 years ago. And they had the live band. And we had gotten there, like, just so dumb because we lived around the corner. We'd gotten there, like, right when the movie started. Like, finally getting into the theater. And it was cool because as we're coming around, the sun's kind of up still a little bit. So I'm like, we're not really missing anything because the screen's blown out as it is.
Sure.
But I know that song. I know that first track is Severus and Lily's theme. And I'm coming around, and it's so exciting because I'm like, oh, they haven't even gotten to the part in the movie where they loop this all together in the story. And you go, oh. But so it made me realize, like, oh my God, they put this in the beginning, like teeing it off. Like, this is what the movie is sitting on this idea.
So cool.
And it was just so cool to walk in and just kind of get embraced by that theme right in the beginning and go, oh, here we go.
So cool.
Yeah.
Man.
It's special having the live music.
It is. And it's like when you see people performing for you, and when you watch live performance, there's this whole, are they going to fuck it up? There's a sense of like thrill and suspense around it.
Yeah.
And you're sitting there, especially if you know the movie, and you're like, oh, this is my favorite scene. Don't fuck up the score. And then they make it better.
Yeah.
Like, dude, when the vocalist, the female vocalist started to do like all the bits that are in that, she stood up. All the fucking hairs on my arm stood up. And I went, man, this is a person. And Will got front row tickets, so we were front row.
Nice.
And she's singing, and I could feel the fucking energy coming off of her.
Yeah.
In that space. And it was just like,
that really makes cool. That special. What you're talking about with live performance.
Yeah.
I never thought about like the danger and the thrill of like, oh, are they going to be able to pull this off? But then the emotional exchange of, you're vocalizing in this really beautiful way, and there's all this emotion, and in this case, I would say even like some character, because you're telling the story, and then here we are in the audience, and we're feeling that thing from you, and something is coming back off of what we're feeling, and what does that feed to you? What do you pick up from that thing? And this beautiful exchange that happens,
dude. And it's like I've always felt like one of the benefits of being a director and a filmmaker is that I get to experience the movies that we love in a way that you don't as the audience, because I get to be in the room. And so the idea of just sort of sitting behind a monitor way out in the back and not actually being present while someone is just vocalizing and performing, I get to see it differently. I get to see the whole thing. And I can look at the frame that we've crafted here in the monitor beautifully with this Fujifilm camera, by the way, that we've crafted and go, wow, this is what everybody's going to enjoy, and all of the skill and the hard work that all the technicians put into this one frame. But then I can also just peek around the camera and watch it completely differently. And see and witness this thing in a way that no one else will see, and it will never be captured that way. And it's fucking awesome.
Yeah, man.
It's really awesome. And so when you're talking about this age where people are like, you know, AI is going to destroy all this bullshit, and like the industry's going to die. No, dude, like the fucking thing that you're missing when you just sit at a computer and you just try to create these sequences is that. And then if I'm watching you perform after we do this take, and I'm over here watching you perform, and if this means more to me than the shot that we set up, I'll go, we got to get a second shot of this. Let's get a second camera in over here, and let's find this other.
Well, it's like I was telling you about on when we finished building our stage in this last city, and they had done the haze and the CO2, and the ballroom it's not completely blacked out with fog, but it's thick in the air. And the spotlights are coming from the other side of the ballroom, cutting across the stage. And we've got the blue lights that are low for just like enough light on the stage to keep it sexy while things are transitioning. And the backstage working lights that are low, and all the little green and red lights flickering on the LEDs. And I'm looking through the wing, and you can just see these shafts of light cutting through from the spotlights up front.
So cool.
And all the little blue and everything flickering, all this stuff going on. And I thought, man, it's really cool in the front of the stage, seeing the whole finished piece, but having built this with everybody and then being back here and catching this little weird pocket with this haze, it just felt like another world. Like it did not feel like we were in this hotel ballroom. I felt like I'm going to go out there and there's going to be Harrison Ford and he's chasing the guy down. Like this, you're taken to a different place when you, like you say, you get to have that other point of view with it.
I love it, dude. It's my favorite part of all of it. Even if I just go light, like Gina and I just worked on, she got hired, and I don't know, I'm not allowed to say who it is yet, but she just got hired to shoot for Entertainment Weekly. And so she brought me in to light direct for her, and I got to work with my buddy James and a bunch of different folks and just play in this world of lighting. And we shot like a big actress, and we were able to program this theme, this vibe, this tone, and find this tone. And we were shooting our stuff parallel to them shooting their video covers, because Entertainment Weekly does all those video covers that you see. And so we were doing the photography, and the difference between the two sets were night and day. Like ours was a completely different set than their set. So it was fun to be able to walk between these two spaces and see, the same actress perform in two different setups, in two different ways of directing.
Well, you guys' sets are also it's so magical walking into their worlds. You see the lights are set up. You see you can see what's making it all happen, right? It's not like you're walking into the woods and there's little fairy lights and wow, what is it? You can see all of the pieces of the puzzle, but it's so beautiful and magical that it's like it just kind of melts away and you go, oh my God. And then you're just looking at your hand and I feel so curious to I want to just move things into the space just to see what does that light do if it hits that thing. What about that over there? And it's such a cool atmosphere. I imagine for your talent, that must have been really exciting to walk into that space. I think if I were doing some kind of promo shoot or something and I walk in and there's just all this cool lighting setup and all these different places. I mean, at that point, you're a kid again. And our whole job as actors is to find a sense of play, right?
Yeah.
And you're setting up a space that is awe-inspiring, exciting to walk into initially, and then the tangibility of now I can go over there, and what if we play with that little water, or what if can I do something here in this mirror? What does that look like? And then having the lights change around you because you guys are doing your thing because you see something that the actor doesn't. You go, you know what? Let's do this instead. And the magic of, oh wow, what's that? What do you do? That's cool.
Yeah,
like, that's so exciting, man.
I love it, dude. And for me, if you ever work with me as a lighting director, you'll see me just sort of. I'm always tweaking, and we're pushing the limit of everything that we can do. And like I love working with Gina because she doesn't get annoyed by it. I'm always fucking changing things, like always. And like while she's giving direction to her talent, I'm like over at the light stand on the wheels going. And it's like, okay, there's the angle, there's the edge light, there's everything that we need. And I'll walk around on set just with my hand and just find the way that the light is hitting my hand.
Yeah.
And go, oh.
Yeah, I remember seeing you do that at the bar one time. I think I've seen you do this a few times, but we were, I forget what place we were at, and there was a little red candle, little candle with a little red like glass bowl in it. And you were just doing this around it. And I remember looking at your hand, I was like, what the fuck is he doing? I was like, is he cold?
He's drunk.
Get some gloves?
Yeah.
And then I'm like, you started to talk about it, and I went, oh, and then it like clicked in my brain, seeing the different way the light made different shadows in your hand. I thought, wow, that's so cool that you see it that way. Like the idea of consistently working at the thing, like even if you're acting in something, you're like, in between every take, if they say, okay, Lance, we can have you step out for like 10, 15 minutes while you do an adjustment. I'm outside running through the lines again, practicing and just seeing what if something else pops up? What if a new idea pops up? And, we've already been on this train a little bit. What if that takes me somewhere I hadn't thought about?
Yeah.
And a lot of times I think you find some really cool and exciting shit in there. And maybe you go in and go, that didn't work, whatever, fuck it. But you move on. But it's the process of like remaining curious. Just because we're here now, and we've called our first action, the job's not done. The curiosity shouldn't stop there. We have a plan, but now, like, let's keep going. Let's keep seeing what we find within that.
Gina and I, we'll move on from this in a second here, but Gina and I got into a conversation about this the other night where we were talking about, we were looking at other photographers' work and other cinematographers' work, and I get very judgy. I get judgy pretty quick. The same way we were talking about whether or not I think a director's good and whether or not the tone of a film is great. I get judgy really quick. What kind of rubs me is that people tend to think all you need to do is show up with a couple of lights, put a softbox on a light, set it up, point it at the actors, and you're done. And there are these different formulas where it's like, oh, I'm going to do an edge light. So I'm going to put another light back here, and I'm just going to set it up, and I'm just going to put it on it. And that's it. And they walk away. They go, it's done. It's lit. It's finished. And when you watch a lot of content that's out there right now, it's incredibly flat. It's incredibly safe. It just doesn't have character to it. And character comes from tinkering.
Yeah.
So with me, this is getting real nerdy, but if you're doing a softbox, right? So like if this ends up being a softbox, the light that comes out of it is very directional. So it's blasting straight forward. If you put a diffusion in front of it, it starts to diffuse that light, which softens the shadow edges on your hand. You can see the shadow on my hand. So what most people do is go, all right, well, there needs to be light on an actor, so I'm just going to put this softbox on this actor. Okay, what's the exposure? I'll set the exposure for it. Great. Fucking flat. So what people don't realize is that based upon Lance's nose and how deep his eyes are set in his face, if I move this light slightly over to this side, suddenly he gets this really nice contrast. He gets this contrast line. Or if I move this light up above and I hide his eyes, and no longer do you have those white little catch lights, which most people subconsciously see as the soul of an actor.
Oh, interesting.
If you start to hide those little lights that are reflected in your eyes, you can see them in both our eyes right now. If those don't exist, the eyes, I can't even do it. Let me see if I come down. Yeah. Then suddenly...
you look dangerous.
You look dangerous. It's harder to see the intent of the actor. It's harder to see what they're thinking. Yeah. It's harder to think about all that stuff. So if you know that there's this subconscious stuff around this specific skill in storytelling, you fucking tinker with it.
Yeah.
And you fuck with it. And you go, oh, all right, what if instead of this light just being one solid source, What if I actually put it through all this different stuff? And now you're getting all these different shadows.
Yeah.
Now you're getting all this different stuff on someone's face. And you go, oh, what does that mean about the character? Yeah. That's when it's fucking cool.
It's also exciting to think about as you point that thing out, because then looking at your face there and going, oh yeah, I don't see that little white light in your eye. And then now next time I go shoot something, if I'm paying attention to what they're doing with the lighting, and if for every actor, please just, if you're allowed to, just look at the monitor. It's take the ego out of it. It's so cool. It's so helpful, and you never know what it might make you go. Oh, let me adjust like this.
Yeah.
But that kind of thing, like you're showing right there, maybe makes you think, oh, okay, and this is my character here. It might be a nice little trick to do that, so that I get the light out of my eye in that little way.
Yeah, dude. If you want to get real nerdy, like the good actors, if you want to get real nerdy about it, you spend some time in the light, and you actually sit there and you see how a light affects your face. So like. A lot of people have makeup artists in the trailer that have some sort of like little softbox thing. And you just look in the mirror and you look at how your face changes when the light's hitting it, and then you know where the light is. So you know that if I put my head out here, I know that I'll sink my eyeshadow if I come out this far, even without having this monitor there as a point of reference.
Yeah.
I know, being a guy that lights it, that if I come out here, I suddenly feel more dangerous.
Yeah.
So if you're in the middle of a scene and you're going from being a friendly person to being someone that's got some sort of sinister thing that's happening, you just do one of these.
Oh, that is so sick.
That's it. That's just the movement of light. And that you're not even moving the light. You're, as an actor, moving through that light.
That's some cool shit.
So if you know that those things exist, that's why whenever I talk to actors or actresses that know lighting, they're smart. They go bring whiskey to the fucking gaffer. They know. They know. Where's my key? Whenever you hear an actor go, what's my key? That's usually the main light in the scene. What's my key light? That's your key light. This is my key light. What's the key? They know what to play and how to play in that light.
I think it's great too when you have environments where it's, people like you that are pumped and excited about that kind of curiosity.
I love it.
You go, hey, where's my key? In your wallet with your fucking cards. Get the fucking, okay. All right.
No. Here's your key. This is your key. And whenever I'm lighting somebody, and I'll say to an actress, because actress is very specific. You have to have specific lighting for cosmetics. You have to have specific lighting for a lot of that stuff.
Right.
And I'll talk them through it, and I'll go, this is your key light. If you really want to connect with an audience, make sure you're looking into that light. So face into that light and have it shape. That'll give you your definition. That'll give you your jawline. That'll give you all your stuff.
Yeah.
It's important. And I think those are the things that I notice when I watch a movie. And if you're watching a film and you don't notice the lighting, but you feel fucking great when you watch it, that's even better. Even better. You start looking at some of the greats for cinematographers like Darius Kanji, who did Seven, who did Amelie. He just did Chalamet's new movie, the one that got nominated, that everybody's pumped about.
Oh, Marty Supreme?
Yeah, he did that one too. So
I haven't seen that yet. You seen that?
No. I haven't seen that yet. I can't believe, by the way, this is a good transition. I can't believe for Oscar nominations, I can't believe Formula One was nominated for Best Picture.
Meaning you're surprised it did get nominated for it?
Yes.
Really?
It's not like that I don't think it's a great movie.
But I see what you mean. But to be Best Picture is high praise.
That's crazy. It's a great movie. It's Jerry Bruckheimer. It's Brad Pitt.
Do you think that's because of the... Okay, so I think sometimes with Best Picture, it's about the story, or like how well a story is told.
Okay.
And then there's the technical achievement of telling the story.
Yes.
And in their case, they're driving the cars, they're doing all this thing, they're kind of like creating new ways of making a movie about this subject matter. Like, now you can shoot like this, and we did this with all these cars and these cameras and at this speed.
Sure.
Do you think that maybe plays into it, the technical
achievement? But the technical stuff isn't the reason why you get Best Picture. I mean, look, there's a lot of politics behind. There's a lot of politics behind even getting nominated, and the payola and the payments that happen for you to even be nominated. You have to afford to be able to go on the campaign.
Right. Yeah.
There's all that stuff to even get nominated. You have to pay to do a lot of this stuff. So most of the time, the studios that are spending that cash are putting like sort of their prestige movies, the ones that have the big prestigious director.
Yeah.
You know, P.T. Anderson, Paul Thomas Anderson,
Yeah.
of course. He's probably going to clean up this year. Paul Thomas Anderson, big one. Netflix has put an assload of money into Frankenstein marketing and everything that's going on with that.
I would love to see Guillermo walk away with something.
He didn't even get nominated for Best Director, which
Huh?
blows my mind that he didn't get nominated for Best
Seems
Director.
odd. That's odd.
It's dude, out of
I mean, what an achievement that movie is.
it's a fucking popularity contest. It's like if you're going to show, how do I say? Okay, the best directors, in my opinion, and this will transition into our game. The best directors, in my opinion, are these guys and women that know how to do all of it. They know how to work with actors, make actors comfortable, block sequences, work with cameras, do the blocking with cameras and that, work with the production design department, work with the sound team. Like it's the auteurs, in my mind, the craftsmen auteurs, like just the singular thing, like knowing how to communicate with your fucking composer.
Ooh.
That takes years and years and years and years and years and years and years of practice, and like failing and failure and going through this whole bit, years of obsession. So when you look at Martin Scorsese, he's obsessed with film and cinema, and he watches movies and goes, "How the fuck did this guy figure out how to make the sound like that? How did he figure out? How did he shoot this thing in this random fucking location and get the lighting to look the way he did?"
Yeah.
They ask themselves those questions, and so Guillermo is, I would say, the top dog for craftsmen right now.
Yeah.
Like this guy hand paints and draws everything he does. By the way, a common thread amongst all the directors I like. Hand paints and draws everything he does. I was listening to an interview where he was talking about Dolby sound, and how nerdy he is at the levels in Dolby sound and how he's setting the sounds to make the audience feel this very specific way. And normally on a normal picture where a director's like, "I'm an actor's director,"
Yeah.
it's like those people just go in and go, "Make it sound good." And then whatever fucking sound tech is in there goes, "Well, this is what I did on Transformers, so this is what I'll do for you."
Yeah, yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? Guillermo goes in there and goes, "No, no, 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 no. I need this volume level to be here. I need this volume level to be
Yeah.
here." He knows. So the fact that he's not nominated as Best Director,
That's wild.
it's wild. And I think ultimately, this is me ranting, I think ultimately it's because the audience doesn't fucking know what a director does. And I think they have this illusion, this image of like the boss, action, standing there. I have all the answers. I am God. I do all
Yeah.
this bullshit. They have no fucking clue. And most people that who votes for the Oscars?
The Academy.
It's the Academy. And
Academy members.
who's the Academy members?
Actors, directors, right? Well, I don't know how that works, though, right? Like, because are the actors voting for that, or the other? Is there a section of the Academy this is the directors section, and then the directors are the ones that nominate and vote? Because if that's the case, that's weird. But this is why I asked earlier, like, how can you tell? What do you look at? And you're saying tone and craftsmanship, and I go, I hope people are looking at it like that, but maybe not, because if that's the case, our boy would have, got the nom.
Dude, Gina and I went to, they had, I don't know if we talked about this on one of the other episodes. Gina and I went to the Frankenstein exhibit out here.
Oh yeah, how was that?
So cool. We got to go. They set up a studio out here, and they did an invite only, very small groups of people, and they walked us through. It's part of Netflix promo campaign, I think, ultimately to get people to nominate, because they know a lot of the people are out here. But they walk us through all of his wardrobe. And like the wardrobe and prop pieces all laid out in this beautiful sort of museum vibe to walk through. And dude, the craftsmanship that goes, there's this bit where I got to look at Victor Frankenstein's, one of his outfits, and his socks, which never made it on screen. His socks were a work of art.
Really?
They were like these, like beautifully, I can't even describe them. It almost looked like duck feathers or something. It was just this fucking work of art for socks that were in the shoes. And I remember I was standing there looking at this outfit and looking at like the amazing wear and tear and the tie-dye shit that they were doing on his pants.
See, that's the stuff that's really cool, though, because if you're thinking like, well, we're never going to see these socks, but every time Oscar Isaac gets dressed and he pulls those socks on Is that I'm just putting on socks, or is that there's one more piece of Victor, and there's one more piece of Victor, and it becomes intentional,
dude,
and it brings another layer to this thing.
I would have shot the socks. it's a fucking.
I said, get off his face, get off his face. The socks. We saw his face. The socks.
And what's crazy is that you can go, all right. So his costume designer deserves the credit for that. Yes, she does. She is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're nominated for that. She is amazing. But if you look at all of Guillermo's sketchbooks and all his stuff, he draws it all.
Oh, rad.
So he knows it.
Yeah.
So how is this guy not getting nominated?
Yeah. Because at that point, you're
how are you not getting
all
nominated?
Your DNA. Yeah.
And I get if you're an actor, like I believe that an actor's director should get nominated if they created the environment for really solid performances.
Yeah, and Lordy's Frankenstein is incredible.
But even beyond that, like all the other movies that are nominated, the DiCaprio movie, the Paul Thomas Anderson movie.
I think that's some of Leo's best stuff too. It was great, dude.
Paul Thomas Anderson has a way of creating a set in which he gets performers that you have seen do their tricks all the time, show up on the set and not have their tricks being used.
Yeah.
And you watch it and you go, wow. Benicio del Toro, wow. Like that whole cast, wow. Sean Penn, wow.
Yeah.
You know, like it's amazing to watch that stuff. Nomination, yes. You should be nominated for that. Just as important as Guillermo understanding how great socks are and how great all these details are.
Yeah.
But then there are other nominations where you're just kind of like, yeah. And I think there's a lot of other directors where it's like I have to live the part of a director. This is something that I'm always confronting myself about, where I'm like, I'm obviously like a blue collar sort of technician's guy, and it's like, do I get the same level of respect as the other guy that comes in with the fucking scarf on and the attitude, and he walks in and he's an artiste, and he's doing his bit? I don't know. And I feel like some of those nominations, you're just like, and there's the artiste selling his shit. You know, I watched your movie.
Do you want to say it?
No, I don't want to go on
I want to be the troublemaker.
But, you know, anyway, that's me ranting and raving on that stuff. All right, let me continue here.
You want to do your game?
As teased at the front end of the episode, let's end this one with our game. I came up with this. Yeah. I came up with this game, and I'm not going to take credit for it. I saw, it was on my fucking feed. There were some people that were doing a game similar to this. I call this game Last Film Standing.
Okay.
So it does. So don't give me shit. Yes,
Oh,
I
you've
know.
got a list.
I know it exists. I know it exists out there, but this is my fucking version of this game. Okay. All right. So let me ask you some questions.
Let's do it.
We're going to play this. This is going to be deep cuts action movies. All right.
All right.
So
You guys want to see how high my kid's the ceiling when I don't know one of these?
yeah.
Lethal Weapon 2? Haven't seen it.
Yeah. Okay. Choose one or the other.
Okay.
Bloodsport or Commando?
Bloodsport.
Bloodsport or Hard Target?
Fuck. Hard Target.
John Woo's Hard Target. Why Hard Target?
Hard Target. Okay, listen. So I didn't realize until I was an adult that the way my parents were cutting my hair as a kid was how his hair is in Hard Target.
John Claude Van Damme's hair?
So my dad kept saying, "You want to get the Terminator?" And I'd be like, "Yeah, the Terminator. My hair will never do that. It doesn't make sense, Dad." But looking back, I'm like, oh, it does look more like Jean-Claude in Hard Target. Not exact, but it's close enough. And that guy made me buy boots every school year. When pay less, I said, yeah, sneakers, whatever, but I need black boots in case some shit goes down.
Why'd your dad call it the Terminator?
I have no idea.
All right, moving on. Hard Target or Under Siege?
Hard Target.
Oh my God. Under Siege is great though.
But Hard Target. Yeah.
The fucking knife fight with Tommy Lee Jones?
Jack Rabbit slapped the bear. Hard Target, baby. Let's go.
Okay, all right, I'm moving on. Under Siege is such a great movie. The fucking 90s boob, she comes out of the cake in that movie. So good, so good.
Oh, yeah, let's look off. Like, I remember this one.
Yeah. All right, so Hard Target or The Rock?
Ooh. That's really hard.
Michael Bay, Nicolas Cage.
Yeah. Sean
Connery.
Okay, I'm gonna still go Hard Target.
Whoa.
It has such a. I know so many lines from that movie, so I don't know any quotes from The Rock.
Hard Target or Predator?
Oh, God, this is getting harder and harder.
Yeah, it's the game.
Okay, I'm going to start letting go of the fact that I know Hard Target so well and try to be objective here. Predator. Predator.
Okay.
Fuck, but it's Predator. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude. How can you deny that? How can you deny that movie?
Yeah.
You know, John McTiernan.
You son of a bitch.
Yeah. If you haven't seen the original Predator, what's wrong with you? Predator or Time Cop?
And then you take me back to Van Damme.
I know you have a weakness.
Van Damme it.
I know you have a weakness. There's one.
Oh, but it's so cool. He does a split and he zaps everybody with the water.
There's one correct answer to this question. Predator or Time Cop?
This is so hard.
No, it's not. This is a simple answer. Predator or Time Cop?
I'm just seeing the little me holding that VHS, and I don't want to disappoint him, but I think I got to go Predator.
Good answer.
I think I got to go Predator.
All right, here you go. You ready?
Yeah.
Predator or Die Hard?
Predator.
Whoa.
Yeah, I like the alien creature thing is cool as fuck. Like Die Hard's great. Don't get me wrong.
2 McTiernan movies.
I feel like I should have said Die Hard, so when you eventually get to Lethal Weapon, I can slam dunk on it with Lethal Weapon. But I'll go Predator still.
Okay, so we're still Predator. Okay,
Yeah.
Predator or Universal Soldier?
Why is he doing this?
Little Dolph Lundgren.
Why is he doing this?
Also
Another Van Damme.
a short fella called Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Universal Soldier was cool.
That's Roland Emmerich, I think, that did that. Was it
But
Roland
it's I'd still go Predator because I remember seeing Universal Soldier as a kid, and of the Jean-Claude VHS catalog we had, Universal Soldier was one like once in a while. If I got sick of the other ones, then I'd go watch it. But it was not top of the list for me.
Predator or Point Blank? Point Blank. No.
Point Break?
Sorry. Point Break. There it is. Predator or Point Break?
I think the question made your brain break.
Dude, it broke.
Okay, Predator or Point Break?
Oscar-nominated Catherine Bigelow.
Yeah.
And it just came out that James Cameron wrote the script for that.
Yeah, I remember seeing him talk about that on the round table.
Predator?
Oh, no, it was something else it is.
Keanu Reeves.
That's such a cool movie. Can you remake that movie later so I can play Swayze's character?
Swayze? Yes,
Swayze, Patrick Swayze. Okay, I got to think this one through. Because the acting in Point Break is just like, most of the time, it's cheesy.
It's cheesy. It's a surfers.
It's
you guys
not
haven't
as cheesy
seen it?
in Predator.
1980s surfer movie, Patrick Swayze. Predator or The Long Kiss Goodnight?
Oh, Long Kiss Goodnight. Get the fuck out of here. You kidding me?
Sam Jackson.
What?
Gina Davis.
Yeah.
Shane Black.
Na-na-na-na-na. Gotta iron my jeans. Na-na-na-na-na. So
He's
good.
so good, that movie.
It's like, can somebody bring my little bitch in here? That line is so out of nowhere. It said, is he talking about her daughter? This is the worst person ever. So good. We used to say chefs do that in our house all the time just because of that movie.
All right. Long Kiss Goodnight or RoboCop?
Long Kiss Goodnight.
Long Kiss Goodnight or Hard Boiled? John Woo's Hard
Long Kiss
Boiled.
Goodnight.
Long Kiss Goodnight or Mad Max? Mad Max.
Not Road Warrior. You're talking Mad Max.
1. Yes.
Wait, sorry. Okay, because Road Warrior is the first one, right?
Nope.
Then it's Mad Max?
Mad Max 1 is the first one. So that's the one where Max is working for the police station.
Yeah.
And I forget the blonde guy actor.
Isn't
who's on
that
the
Road
motorcycle.
Warrior, though?
Road Warrior is the second one where he's in the Lord Humongous and the little feral child with the boomerang.
I love that one.
Yeah, that one's, in my opinion, my favorite.
Give us the gasoline and we will spare your lives.
Just walk away.
Just walk away.
Just walk
What an
away.
ice cold thing to pull up on your enemies with just walk away.
We will
Before
let
anything else.
You'll have free passage. No, not now, my child. Quiet.
Okay, we ready for this? Ready to see how high Mike hits the ceiling? I've never seen the first Mad Max. That's why I kept like, wait a minute. But I've seen Road Warrior. I've seen the second one, third. I've seen everything after that. Just never saw the first one.
What's it like being such a poser, dude?
Hey, listen, I got 4 of those under my belt. I feel like I'm right there.
All right,
Right there.
so then it's fucking Long Kiss Goodnight.
Long Kiss Goodnight, baby.
Long Kiss Goodnight or The Terminator?
You're saying 1, not 2.
Yes, 1. Terminator 1.
I hate to do this twice in a row, kids, but
What
I have never seen Terminator 1 fully.
are you?
I saw Terminator 2 as a kid,
Are you?
loved it, and just would rewatch the shit out of it. Never felt a reason to go backwards.
Are you fucking kidding me?
When we did Moped Nights and you had the trailer, had the whole like Kyle Reese quote, and he won't stop. All that, I was like, oh, this is so cool. How did he do this? Did he have somebody record this? He'll go from Terminator 1. I went, oh, cool. I wasn't trying to fluff you up. I was just like, all right, okay, I believe that.
I just want to know how many things you've lied about to me. In our
I've never seen Terminator
I think
1.
our friendship is built on lies. This is
Maybe.
lies.
Terminator 2. That's what, right there.
How do you, okay, you have to watch Terminator 1.
Let's do it.
Terminator 1 is a fucking classic. Terminator 1 is like the cyberpunk Halloween. Terminator 1 is a horror movie.
It's always exciting to me because I saw a thing with James Cameron recently. It's him promoting Avatar and just talking about his movies. And they specifically focused on Terminator 1, and they were showing like little clips and stills from it as he was explaining like how they did Arnold's makeup, the eyebrows, the tungsten lights in LA versus the LED now, all this really cool stuff. And looking at it, I was like, man, this looks so good. This looks so cool. How have I never seen this? And I remember that Terminator 2 is the shit, so
Terminator 1 is
blew right past it.
Terminator 1 is fucking fantastic. And
Let's watch it sometime.
I think Terminator 2 is great. I almost like Terminator 1 more than I like Terminator 2.
Really?
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's setting it up in a bad way for you. You're not going to agree. But yes, I think
Okay.
it's really great. All right. Long Kiss Goodnight or True Romance.
True Romance.
It's a great movie.
Yeah, True Romance is shit. And it's Tony Scott.
Tony Scott
Yeah.
and fucking Quentin Tarantino wrote that script.
Yeah. Gary Oldman.
Gary
Incredible.
Oldman. Awesome.
And maybe this motherfucker don't got nothing. He don't got a fear in the world.
Yeah.
And who knows? Maybe he don't. It's so good.
This motherfucker thought it was White Boy Day.
What's that? Okay, I can't do the Samuel Jackson quote on here, but it's also insane.
Such a great movie.
He has a fantastic diet in that movie.
You look ridiculous. And James Gandolfini beating the shit out of what's her name?
Gandolfini's in that?
Yeah, he plays Patricia Arquette, who's amazing in that movie. He's the gangster that goes to her hotel room and like beats the hell out of her in that hotel
Well, I guess
room.
at that time when I saw that movie, I wouldn't have known who he was yet.
True Romance or Aliens?
Yeah, True Romance.
True Romance over Aliens.
Yeah, I'm a slut for good writing, and I think the writing in True Romance is fantastic.
True Romance or Face Off? Nicolas Cage, John Travolta, John Woo's first big. Well, I mean, he did Hard Target, but his big U.S. directorial. You've never seen it. You've never seen
So True Romance by default.
Jesus
We got a
Christ.
movie night, brother.
Jesus Christ.
We got a movie night.
We're going to have a fucking movie month, apparently.
Becca was talking about Face Off recently. She was like, "You never seen it? So good."
All right. So what are we? True Romance or Mad Max 2 Road Warrior?
Mad Max 2.
You're just saying that to make me happy.
Oh, it's the shit.
Mad Max 2 or Total Recall?
Mad Max 2. Total Recall's fun, but Mad Max 2 is just, I don't know, I fuck with that world a lot.
Here comes a question that's going to make your world change. Mad Max 2 or Crimson Tide?
The fuck is Crimson Tide?
Oh my God.
We're going to reverse this next time. I'm going to write a list of popular movies for millennials as kids, and I'm going to run them by you.
Oh my, Crimson Tide was like late in
What's
the
Crimson
90s.
Tide? That feels like a Kevin Spacey thing or something.
Tony Scott,
Tony Scott, okay.
Denzel Washington,
Yep.
submarine movie.
It's what I was picturing in my head.
You've never seen it?
No.
Oh my God, you're going to love that movie.
Yeah. I feel like my parents also had that one on VHS, but I never
You're
saw
going
it. Doesn't
to
it have like
love
the
that
two
movie.
guys on the, like Denzel and somebody else?
Gene
Gene
Hackman.
Hackman. Yeah. No, I have not seen that one. That felt like one of those like my grandmom's movies when I was a kid.
I'm going to skip ahead a couple of these.
Gene Hackman's so good. Look at him.
I'm going to skip ahead because I have a feeling you haven't seen some of these.
No, come on, run it. Let's go.
Mad Max 2 or Die Hard with a Vengeance?
Mad Max 2.
You don't like Die Hard with a Vengeance?
Die Hard with a Vengeance is the one. Which one number is that? Is that the one with
3.
Sam Jackson?
Yeah, with Sam Jackson.
Yeah, I like that one. But it's hard because the world of Mad Max is so cool.
It is cool.
And that's what when you introduce a kid, it's like, you know, as a kid I was a sucker for the kids with the ratty hair and shit. You know, so
All right.
that's me.
All right. So we're still at Mad Max 2. Mad Max 2 or True Lies? Arnold Schwarzenegger, Jamie Lee Curtis, James Cameron,
Yeah,
Tom Arnold,
that's a tough one.
my buddy Billy Paxton. Mad Max 2. Excuse me.
Mad Max 2.
Or Desperado. Robert Rodriguez, Antonio Banderas.
Ooh, yeah. Is that Selma Hayek's in that one, or that's the next one after
That's
that?
Selma Hayek.
Yeah. That's his
Selma
whole like
Hayek.
rebel without a crew thing, right?
Well, that's his whole El Mariachi thing. So his first movie, that he
5,000.
made- Yeah, super cheap was El Mariachi.
That's a kick-ass movie.
This was his second, and this is the one with Antonio Banderas.
I'm gonna have to go Desperado because it's just so cool.
It is cool.
It's so cool, and like the lore behind getting it to there, and some of the sequences are so fucking great.
So great and imaginative, and
Yeah.
I love. That's like Robert Rodriguez at his best.
A lot of some of those sequences, like some of the shootouts, you can kind of see. I don't know if this is the fact, but it feels like there's definitely some influence from the John Woo movies for
Oh,
sure.
for
Like even looking at like Hard Boiled, like just the way some of it's shot, some of the like the cool little slow mos, very sick.
Well, he was also hanging out with Tarantino at that point. I think Tarantino may have even helped punch up some of the dialogue in that. Don't quote me on it, but then Tarantino at that point in time was big into John Woo and big into Hong Kong cinema, so it just bled. It bled into all that, I think.
Okay.
Desperado or Terminator 2: Judgment Day.
Terminator 2: Judgment Day. You fucking kidding me?
We already know.
Please.
Terminator,
Easy.
Terminator 2 or Mad Max Fury Road. These questions are built.
This is hard.
These questions are built to make you feel like shit. That's what I'm doing here.
Terminator 2.
Terminator 2
I love
over.
Fury Road, but Terminator 2 just holds a really special place to me. First movie I ever saw in theaters.
It's such a great movie.
So good.
I mean, you're talking about, in my opinion, you're talking about the two best movies from auteur directors.
Yeah.
I think that's George Miller's best Mad Max, and I think that is definitely James Cameron's best action movie. Was Terminator
Better than
2.
Terminator 1?
Yeah, action wise, yeah. The comparison of those two, I put Terminator 1 in stern competition with Halloween.
Okay.
I don't put Terminator 1 in competition with that. Terminator 2 with a Bourne Identity.
Ooh, that's
surprising.
The Bourne Identity is kick ass. I'd go Terminator 2.
There's a lot of people. You know what, dude? I like the Bourne movies, but they don't register to me like a lot of younger people. I think younger people really fucking like the Bourne movies.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I think it's something about, I'm going to just pull this out of my ass, but I feel like there might be something there. We were like, at our age, like I'm 36 now, right? So you're like in 4th, 5th grade, 9/11. So you spend a chunk of your childhood like consuming news stuff and not really understanding anything and hearing adults talk about this whole thing. Like it just permeates everything. And then this movie comes along where it's like there's action, there's kick-ass stuff, but this thing that you're vaguely familiar with is also kind of littered in there, but it's getting explained a little bit more. And you're like, oh, I can understand this a little bit. So I think maybe that's it, but Terminator 2.
Terminator 2 or The Raid.
1?
Yeah, the first one.
Oh, man.
Fight your way up through a building.
Yeah,
of
that's
criminals.
tough because the Terminator 2, the Raid story is kind of whatever because I feel like it's not meant to be that. It's meant to be this long action piece, and the action is incredible. That's the Raid 1 and 2 is some of the best fighting.
So cool.
I would say outside of like anything with Donnie Yen, like his camp.
Here you go. Here you go. How you feel?
That's tough
Yeah.
because I have like, what am I basing it off of?
Yeah. Yeah. Great movie.
If we're going action, I probably have to say Terminator 2. The helicopter thing alone is.
I agree with you. I think
Incredible.
The Raid is a very one-note action. It's fantastic with
Yeah.
it. Long sequences, fighting your way through, handheld. I love that
But
stuff.
the variety of action in
Terminator 2, it's outstanding.
Incredible.
So Terminator 2 or Dredd,
Like Judge Dredd?
like the newer Dredd with Carl Urban. So Dredd.
Terminator 2.
Dredd's really good. It's not better than Terminator 2, but Dredd was a surprise hit for me.
Urban's great too.
And the Dredd and the Raid, they're right next to each other.
Yeah, that's fair.
Dredd's pretty great. If it was the combo of those two, it'd be difficult. Terminator 2 or John Wick. The young kids are going to judge you on this one, my friend.
Terminator 2. John Wick's great. And in the same thing with the Raid, where you go, what is the variety of the action? If we're basing it purely off the action, I think the setup and the story is really good, but I think I wouldn't say it's better than the setup and the story for Terminator 2.
Yeah.
The action is more variety in Terminator 2 still. I think the humor and the heart in Terminator 2 is just better. You know? Like him sinking into the thumbs up is just it's such
So
an
good.
iconic visual thing. I go, I feel bad for your dog and your wife and all that shit, but sorry.
Terminator 2 or Gladiator.
All right, here's where it might have to shift.
Oh, wow.
Because I just rewatched Gladiator recently, and I had a really good time with it.
Dude, and you know what? I think obviously Ridley Scott, I am a huge Ridley Scott nerd. One of the sequences I love in that movie is like the opening when Russell Crowe is the general and he's in that battle and there's that snow that's sort of running through. And he has that bit where he looks at the bird. And then like that fucking battle sequence. Ridley Scott does like medieval battles better than anybody.
Yeah. And the big Viking guy comes out. There's not the fruta!
Yeah.
Like throws the head. I don't know what he says in there. Let us know. But he says something crazy.
Hey, turkey by lunch!
Yeah.
Let's put the Scott brothers up against each other. Gladiator or Man on Fire?
Okay, I gotta go Man on Fire. I love that movie.
I think it's on Netflix right now.
Do you know it's
Watch
getting
Man on
remade
Fire.
as a series?
Shut up, I don't care.
Yeah. Yahya Abdul-Mateen.
I don't want it.
I think he's gonna be great.
I don't want it.
He's gonna be great. I think he'll be great as Creasy.
I don't want it. I drove by a billboard that said The Burbs on it, and they're made The Burbs.
Oh my! I watched the trailer for the other day, and I was like, no.
There are so many talented writers out there. There's so many talented people that stories that have never been told before. That and everything doesn't need to be a fucking IP. Can we please?
But also, I think Keke Palmer as a choice of the main character for that is really interesting. If it was framed in a way that I think played on that interest and made it have the tone that the movie has.
Yeah.
Like that paranoid superstition, cul-de-sac, nosy neighbors thing. This kind of feels like, you've got this great actress in here, and what's around her just feels kind of like,
If you haven't seen the original Burbs, watch the original Burbs. Tom Hanks, Corey Feldman, Daniel Stern, right?
Where are you going, Pinocchio?
It's my favorite. Hey, Pinocchio, where are you going? I love that movie. It's such a great
he
movie.
slips on the dog shit in the yard, and then he's chasing him. He slips on it too and slides into him. So good.
And the guy who plays the neighbor, the comedian guy who looks like John Candy, but he's not John Candy. I forget his name. He's a great actor.
Yeah.
He's a great actor. I forget his name, but he shows up in Die Hard. In Die Hard, he's one of the fucking the N-Star, like the electric guys that are forced to shut down the power, and that's him in Die Hard. We're almost at the end. Man on Fire or The Matrix?
The Matrix, without a doubt. Are you kidding me?
You mean tell me I can dodge bullets?
It's so good.
Okay, so The Matrix or Seven Samurai?
This is okay. I don't know. I'm sucking my teeth. Seven Samurai is awesome. I mean, I like High and Low, my favorite out of Kurosawa shit.
Which is back here, by the way.
Oh yes.
Yeah, High and Low in our real physical media section. Yep.
But I still got to go to The Matrix. I mean, Seven Samurai is the shit, and I definitely think you can see the impact and like how far it reaches. I don't think that hit in terms of the effects it has as much as The Matrix affected things.
Sure, but if it's like, if you're talking about a popcorn movie, you're talking about a movie that you're going to put on a random Thursday and have a great time. It's not Seven Samurai.
It's fair.
It's The Matrix.
But also The Matrix make everybody start thinking about shit differently. Seven Samurai didn't have people going, why do we work all these jobs and pay these taxes and shit? The Matrix did.
So that's where we're going to end it. So you end on The Matrix.
The Matrix. Booyah. I feel good about that. That's a solid one to end on.
Not bad.
When you went through it, what did you end on?
I mean, I'd have to play the game separately. I mean, what would I end on? I don't know. I got lost.
Let's do
We're
it.
not going to do another round.
Nah, come on.
No,
come
we'll
on.
save this for another episode.
Okay.
You can do me on another episode.
All right, I'm gonna make a list.
You can do me on another episode.
Whoa. Delete. Delete.
Well, before we go, I want to give a big shout out. My buddy over at Caswell sent me some amazing boots. I think he's going to get some boots over for you too. man.
Nice, dude.
If you guys haven't heard that episode, I had him on the show on In Love with the Process. Make sure you go listen to In Love with the Process. You'll find that on Spotify. You'll find that on Apple Podcasts. You can go to inlovewiththeprocess.com. You can get all of our other podcasts that are up there. Our audio podcasts are there. And while I'm pitching things, make sure if you guys are just listening to the show through our RSS feed, make sure you go check it out on YouTube. It is a battle right now. We're at war with YouTube's algorithm. I'll be putting out new clips. I'll be putting out new episodes there. That's where you can watch this show that you're listening to right now. And you can see me give really insane judgment looks when Lance hasn't seen a movie that he pretends to have seen before.
Never happened.
All that nuance that you miss when you just listen to the show. So make sure you head on over to @In Love with the Process on YouTube. And while we're at it, follow me on Instagram at Mike Pecci. Follow Lance at Go Lance Go. And just write to us. Let us know what you think about the show. If there is something that you would like for us to talk about on the show, just let us know. This episode is a direct response to everybody that's on the Film Club mail list. So everybody that's written back to me on the Film Club mail list said, we want film recommendations. So this is the reason why I came up with the game. We'll be doing this game with guests. We're trying to book some big guests, some new folks. Sometimes Lance will be here. Sometimes you'll be on the road.
Yeah.
But we'll try to keep this as consistent as possible. And yeah, man. And finally, I'm wearing my storyboard shirt. I have maybe one or two of these left. So if you're someone that wants a storyboard shirt that I drew, let me see if I could show you here. Write to me. Beg me. Tell me why I should send you a shirt. But yeah, dude, I think that's kind of it. I think we should wrap this
was great.
up.
Yeah.
Dude, I always love hanging out with you in the space.
Likewise, brother.
Show's
I can't wait till I
always-
make my list for you.
Show's always better with the two of us.
I'm already thinking of fun things to just jam you up with.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Love Actually or Shrek 2?
Love Actually.
That was a little too easy. We'll come back. We'll come back.
You got to work harder to get me in the corner. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you later.